Welcome back to Candy Mountain. This week we have a special rivalry for you. Muscle versus tuner. Which one is your favorite? Let us know in the comments. It might date you, but let us know if you are muscle or tuner, or right in the middle. Here's our 8 cars that are going to be battling during this tournament. 2020 C8 Corvette. Nissan Silva S15. That is a faster than ever car. Let's see how that baby does. High expectations we have. And then a return racer, 1971 Plymouth Roadrunner. That was in our Mopar Madness race. Last car in the first group, the Toyota AE86. He will be drifting around this track. Will it pay off for him? Is the fastest line through the turns drifting? All right, Group 1, Race 1. Again, we do 4 races every group, and we are on the 4-3-2-1 scoring system. That Corvette C8 out in the pole position. He takes off the S15, spins him around, and it looks like that Toyota AE86 gets up on his roof. Ooh, and that Roadrunner and the Silva are side by side in that turn. It looks like the Roadrunner slid off the track, and that C8 Corvette will finish in reverse in first place, followed by that Silva. Let's check out that Roadrunner there and the AE86 on its hood. Let's see what happened to cause that wreck. Looks like they came down into Lollipop Landing as they're heading into Cupcake Corner, one of the hardest turns in the track. That Roadrunner slipped right underneath that AE86 and flipped him on its hood. He is out for the count. The tuner versus muscle battle continues as a Silva pushes that Roadrunner off the inside of the track as they come down here and finish. That Corvette will get 4 points. Silva will get 3 points, and then we have 0 points for the Roadrunner and 0 points for the AE86. Race 2, they're off as they head down the hill. The S15, Silva is in the pole position. He looks to be pulling ahead quite a bit here. He may be the fastest car. Looks like the Roadrunner and the C8 Vet and the AE86 got bound up a little bit as they went into the swirl, and they will all wreck as the Silva S15 finishes in first place like a lightning bolt. He is fast. There's a look at that Toyota AE86. Let's see what happened there. Looks like that Roadrunner got sideways and that Vet just started pushing him down the hill, flipped him over. The AE86 crashed on his own, I'm pretty sure. I'm not sure what happened there. Maybe it hit them in their back. But there you see the Silva just cruising through the finish line, uncontested. The C8 and the Corvette and the Roadrunner are something the same team, and it seems they're battling. Maybe they have an ego thing going on. Maybe it's a muscle car thing. I'm not sure. But they need to knock it off and get their head in the game, or else they're going to lose this race. Looks like that S15 just flew right off the track into a ball of cotton candy. He will be out for this one. That C8 Vet got tied up as well. He's going slow. That Roadrunner is up on the curb with the AE86 flying behind him. Will he be able to pass? No. He's pushing him and bumping him, but he was unable to get by. That Corvette hanging out with the cotton candy and the monster trucks by the ferry building. And we can hardly even see the S15. He is off the track in that ball of cotton candy. Looks so delicious. Let's take a look what happened. It looks like his own teammate, the Toyota AE86, pushed him off the right side of the track as they were trying to get ahead there. And then, as you see here, the AE86 is unable to catch up to that Roadrunner and will take second place. Again, 2 cars will move on from this round. Only 2 cars will move into the finals. AE86 in that pole position, C8 Vet on his left. AE86 has the advantage here. Looks like they are battling as they go into the swirl. AE86 is out front. That S15 wants to pass that Vet. We'll see if he'll be able to get by. AE86, Corvette, S15, Roadrunner. Wow, 4-car finish. They look fast. That's what we like to see on this track. Let's take a look at that replay. That Roadrunner tried to get by on the inside there. The S15 closed the door, was not letting him by. That Corvette was riding dirty. Look, again, second time the Corvette swerved in front of that Silva to cut him off. We call that blocking, and it is a good tactic, but sometimes frowned upon. Let's take a look at those scores here. We do have a tie between the Corvette and the AE86. We flipped a coin. The Corvette does get the pole position. Let's see if it pays off for him. that Sylvia has already moved on to the finals. Corvette on the inside, he does have the lead. The A86 is bumping him. The Corvette hits the pipe cleaner, and the A86 squeezes right by. It looks like the Corvette was able to recover. He is driving in reverse. Will he be able to catch the A86 before the finish line? No, the A86 will win, and he will go on to the finals with the S15. Unfortunately, the muscle cars are out for the first group. All right, second group, we have a faster than ever 2007 Shelby Mustang GT 500. Again, the FTE wheels should make him go fast. 1989 Mazda RX7. I love that car. White on white, it looks good. Hopefully it's fast. Then we have a 2008 Dodge Challenger SRT 8. Sponsored by K&M Filters, apparently. Hope all of these cars are running aftermarket filters. And then 1999 Honda Civic Type R. I love the color, don't love the red interior. All right, Mustang in the pole position. Civic behind him, RX-7 to his left, they're off. That Mustang is looking fast. Will he be able to stay out front? Heading through Cupcake Corner, he does a full 360, back on the track. The rest of the group is right behind him. Everyone is piled up. RX-7 is in reverse. Will that Mustang be able to hold on to first place? And yes, he does. Followed by RX-7, Civic Type R, and that Challenger that goes smashing off the curb. Luckily, he does not get hit by the car coming around the bend. Let's take a look at that. Full 360 for that Mustang. He goes on the curb, spins around, spins all the way back around, is able to hold that first place position as the rest of the cars come through the swirl, and that Mustang finishes. RX-7 in second place. Civic Type R hitting VTEC as he cracks that finish line. And the Challenger coming in last place, but finishing. All right, race 2, RX-7 is in the pole position. Muscle has to do something good here because they already have no cars in the finals so far. They're getting beat by the tuners. The RX-7 is out front. The Mustang spins them around. RX-7 in front, in reverse. As it go into the donut wall. RX-7 disappears. The Mustang disappears. The Civic and the Challenger finish 1-2. What happened to the RX-7 and the Mustang? We don't know. Let's take a look at that again. Again, the RX-7 is still in first place as they come out of the swirl and heading down towards the donut wall. It is hard to drive in reverse. Let's see if we can see his entrance into this turn. He bounces up the wall. It looks like he's a little inside, and he falls right off the track. Mustang must get caught up in there as well. He falls off the track. That Civic will take first place. The Challenger will take second place. Again, hits the curb in the same exact spot. That car must pull to the right. All right, Challenger in the pole position. Race 3. Can the Challenger hold off and get some points on the board for the muscle? The RX-7 is looking fast. The RX-7 is right on his tail, followed by the Civic and the Mustang. Challenger, can he hold him out? Challenger crashes, the RX-7 smashes into him, and nobody makes it by. The Civic and the Mustang come crashing into them as well. They will get a 4-car DNF, and we'll have to start this one over again. Let's see what happened there. Looks like that Challenger got a little squirrely. Spun upside down in the turn. RX-7 was unable to get by him. They're stopped. The rest of the pack comes to a screeching, crashing halt into them. And they're just sitting there, hanging out with candy, eating some donuts. All right, let's rerun race number 3. Again, we're doing the 4-3-2-1 point system. First place, 4 points, and so on and so forth. 2 of these cars will move to the finals. We have 2 blue muscle cars, 2 white tuner cars, and man, these guys look bad. We have a 4-car pileup. Somehow the RX-7 gets loose and does not make it down the track. We have another 4-car DNF. Let's look what happened there. These guys are all over the place. They're battling so hard, no one can finish the race. The RX-7 is trying to squeeze by on the outside, but the Civic hits him. The Challenger spins around. He's up on the curb. RX-7 sideways. They hit that barrel. Everyone coming into the swirl is looking pretty poor. Somehow the RX-7 is able to stay on the track, but does not have enough momentum. Drives right up on the curb himself. And another DNF. We'll rerun that race. All right, let's rerun that race. Challenger again in the pole position for the 3rd time. Maybe he's the problem. Maybe he's holding up the pack. I'm not sure. He's out in front. He does spin sideways. The RX-7 is on his inside, tries to get by. Gets the door shut on him. A little block there by the Challenger. Challenger looks like he's going to walk away with this one, and he does. First place for the Challenger. RX-7 second. Civic third. And we don't know where the Mustang's at. Let's see if we can watch the replay and find out what happened to the Mustang. Right now, he's in reverse. Right in the tail of that Civic. He's still there as they come down into the donut wall. It looks like he might have entered the donut wall in reverse. Or got pushed off the track there by that Civic. And got lost in the donut wall. Luckily, there's plenty to eat back there. Alright. Race 4. Civic Type R in the pole position. They're off. That Mustang looks fast with the RX-7 on the outside. Will they have enough speed to make it around those inside cars? And they do. They got ahead in the outside lane. That's impressive. The Mustang is in the first place position, followed by the RX-7. Everyone's getting a little tangled up as the Mustang's getting a little squirrely. Mustang's able to take first place, followed by the RX-7, Civic Type R, and that Challenger who hits the same curb every single time. You'd think he learned after the first 3 times. Let's watch that battle. These guys have stuck together in a tight wad every single race, which have caused them to wreck more than I'd like to admit. But this time, the Mustang does get free. RX-7 does get free. I'm not sure what the Civic and the Challenger are doing. They're just dilly-dallying. Alright, we do have a tie again between the RX-7 and the Challenger. We spun, we flipped a coin again, and the Muscle does get the pole position. Is the Challenger able to beat the RX-7 here? We will see. Looks like the Muscle needs 1 car in this finals race. Can the Challenger hold out here and get into the finals? Looks like he will, as long as he can hold on to it. Wow, he looks fast. Man, that Challenger, when he's in a bunch of cars, slow as can be, but when he's out on his own, he sure is fast. Look out for that sucker. That K&M filter must be clean and oiled, and he is zooming, boys and girls. He just walks away from that RX-7. He will move in to finals. So there you have it. There's our 4 cars moving on to the finals. In the finals, they will run 8 laps instead of 4, and they'll be left with 1 winner, so please ignore this bracket. That will go from 4 to 1. Make sure to follow along, subscribe, and our finals will be coming right after this video next week. Thanks for watching. This has been Tuner vs. Muscle, Tiny Track Cars on Candy Mountain. Thanks so much.